I decided to go skinhead this week.
Good. Start burning
Now
crosses.
officially, yeah. Now I've got my wife's look going on.
Start burning crosses on the Microsoft and Amazon campus.
They'll probably hook up some sort of power source to the heat that comes off the cross and then use it to power the data centers so they can get more compute. I heard a pretty interesting idea or thought that in a few years, the only AI companies that are cloud-based that are going to be operating are the ones that actually have the physical compute. So Microsoft is basically powering OpenAI, and Anthropic is powered by AWS, and to a lesser extent, a little bit of time on Colossus with XAI. And XAI has its own data centers. So there's this thought that what's going to happen is that Anthropic and OpenAI aren't going to be able to survive. They're going to burn too much cash. And so what will happen is that they'll have these big IPOs, they'll get in, and then it's all going to sell off. Everyone's going to exit. And then Microsoft's going to end up buying OpenAI, and somebody else is going to end up buying Anthropic.
I mean, don't they own somebody? Don't they already own like 15% of it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there's Google in there too. I forget. Well, I don't know. Like Google Cloud is a thing, but I don't know why people don't use it. Like some people do, but it's not. I just don't understand why Google Cloud hasn't picked up the same steam as AWS or
Google Cloud platform.
Yeah.
How do you know?
What?
Have you actually
adoption rates?
No. Have you actually built something with it?
No. I can't imagine Google making a terrible. I don't know why I can't imagine Google making just a terrible product. Like I think of just everything that I've ever used from Google usually comes with, this is either very usable or like I can see the potential, or it's just great. Like I think of Google Docs as being like probably one of the best online tools.
I could tell you. I could tell you at least one of the factors.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've never seen on a job description, which is a huge influencer of what gets adopted. Like must have Google Cloud platform experience, 15 years. Never seen it, ever.
Yeah.
That's one factor for a pillar.
Is that a symptom, or is it a
the other one,
or a cure, or whatever?
The other one is I'm okay with being wrong. Is first to market. Like I think there's a consensus that Amazon was the first monolith or well to market and be successful, and then Azure came second. Google's focus was probably on something else, or they probably didn't invest enough resources in accelerating their program. And I'm sorry, but like it's obviously there's exceptions because Microsoft tends to take what's already exploded and then they refine it and call it their own. And maybe Apple does the same thing after a while. But if you already have like first and second place, how much market share are you really going to capture at third place? And that's a rhetorical question. So I'm with you. They have the reputation and they hire brilliant people, but
the fact that they haven't picked
they didn't
up
market
AI.
it. One is I don't think they marketed. Like, how often do you see a Google Cloud platform evangelist on YouTube? How often do you see conferences that are all about Google Cloud platform, like you see in the past with AWS or Azure? You don't. They didn't market it, and if they did a poor job at it.
Yeah, maybe they're more expensive too. I don't know. I'm a big fan of like my go-to for what I would start with cloud on is either it's now Akamai. It used to be Linode, but now it's Akamai Cloud, or or that was it. A lot of people are using Versal or Vercel or whatever, but DigitalOcean is the other one. I think is I like the like cheap VMs that they give, but I don't know.
You'll be proud of me. You inspired me. Of course, I'm actually going through like my 12th midlife crisis, but I ran half a mile today, split up between 5 minutes of walking. So
Cool. Yeah, I did one more on Wednesday, which you inspired me. So by extension, because you told me to I just need to get out and get it for a run and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I should do that.
you know,
I
the
did.
only reason why I did it is because I'm going through some things. But yeah, I mean, I've been. It's weird. My body, my physiology has been. So long story short, I was. It's probably TMI, but for like a month straight, I was bicycling and I was going to parks and shooting balls and fetching them. You know, I was fetching balls at basketball courts, just like black people do on television. And what happened was my physiology started changing. I started waking up with morning woodies. Yeah, TMI. So what? And you know, my libido started started rising or whatever. And then I got busy with life. And I swear to God, I took I went from like maybe 3 to 4 times a week of doing like strenuous activity to like maybe one, at most 2 times a week. And I returned right back to baseline. Well, after like maybe 3 weeks. So
Yeah, that does that.
that's it, or is there something underlying that's come on, you drop off after 3 weeks? It's not like I went cold turkey. I just reduced it to like
Yeah, no, it's like with running, it's supposed to be like 1 to 2 weeks is when you start to begin to drop off, or you start to lose your gains on it.
Well, I'm losing my blood flow, my circulation, whatever it is, dude.
Speaking of something, I did ask my friend about trips to Vietnam, in case you're ever thinking of doing that. And he said he doesn't know anybody north of Da Nang.
Okay.
And his main advice is to go with local hotels, Airbnbs. Let's see. Ask the desk clerk for cheap or for suggestions on local places, food sites, etc. So it's not anything like he doesn't have a lot of travel advice to Vietnam for you. So
I went on me and Tyrone on Gemini. We're like this, son. And so like I was talking to him. Imagine if I was white, how racist I would be. Do you realize that? But anyways, I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, join some Facebook user groups to do some pregame and establish a early roster of a network for when you get there. So there's some people that you can hang out with, etc." So I'm like, "Oh God, all right, fine. I guess this is the time for me to get on social media, y'all." So I downloaded like Bumble BFF, which is supposed to be like a friends only like meeting platform. Of course, it was only United States is the only country that it supports. It doesn't support Vietnam. Mm-hmm. And then I downloaded and then I re-downloaded Facebook and Facebook Messenger. I probably have 300 people that want to be my friend. That I just leave them hanging. I don't accept anything.
Just think, man, how many people want to be your friend and you're not even letting them be your friend?
No, I don't.
Gosh.
I'm not letting them pry into my private life. Not that I post anything.
Well, you
'cause I'm
choose. Yeah,
not
you
on
choose
there.
what you put up there. I don't know. I like Facebook Messenger a lot. Like it's like honestly, the Facebook for me has become Marketplace, which is Facebook Marketplace is like the best thing ever, and it's become Messenger. Like those are the two things I use it for. Occasionally Reels, but yeah, it's like there's Marketplace and Messenger are like the two reasons to use Facebook. The rest of it is like you find groups and stuff occasionally. Oh, what I'll tell people to do, like I had somebody asking about campers, and I'm like, go and if you've got a camper in mind, go find the Facebook group that has that camper. Like there's going to be a Facebook group for the brand or for the like, even sometimes the specific models that you'll have, like, you know, or types of models. You'll have enthusiast groups and just join them and they'll tell you everything that's going to go wrong with this thing ever. Like you just go through the comments and find it. It's like, you need a generator because like I'm in a generator group for these Predator generators you can pick up at Harbor Freight. It's like groups are pretty good for things too. But yeah.
Did I ever show you my electrical generator or electric generator? I think we went over it when I was shopping for one for Black Friday.
So it's not a generator though, right? Unless it comes with
it's a big battery.
Yeah, it's a big battery. Yeah, unless I think they call them generators because some of them come with like literal solar.
It's a big $1,200 battery that was on sale for $800. During Black Friday.
How many watts is it? How much does it put out?
It's 2,500.
2,500. That's pretty good for a battery.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me grab it.
Is it an Anchor? Or is it Jackery? Oh, the times they are a change.
See this?
Yeah.
I can't read upside down. It's 2000. Jackery Explorer 2000.
Oh. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a biggie. A lot of that one would probably last for quite a while. So that like there's obviously varying degrees of that. Some people will, for their fish houses, will run most of their fish house off of those, and then they'll just like recharge it with the generator and then run it again. I don't know how efficient that is. There's probably like a perfect way to be proficient or like efficient with electricity on fish houses, because it's like you run the generator and you're not pulling all that you could pull out of a generator. So I don't know where the excess power goes. Heat gets dissipated off, maybe. I don't know.
I think I'm going to unbox one of my camera lenses and bring it with me to Vietnam. I have this habit, Sean, of buying really expensive stuff. Like this camera lens is $3,000 or it's $2,800. I bought it 6 months ago. I never opened it.
Is your MacBook still not open? I can't believe that, man. You should open it.
I think I'm gonna bring it with me. I told you my biggest issue for not using it is, and you told me that Chrome like just goes everywhere with you, but it's like I don't know my password.
Yeah, if you can log into Google and you've got your like you should just go and like log into a different computer and see if they come over. You can always just choose to not use the damn thing.
It came over on my my cell phone. You know that fold cell phone that I got? It came over on there. Still amazing how my preferred cell phone is this one right here.
Yeah.
Instead of
because you could. Oh, go ahead. Instead of the big one.
Instead of the $2,000 one, yeah.
Because with that MacBook, man, you could probably download DeepSeek and run your models all locally for free. I think there's enough computing power in those to run local models.
I bought it to do video editing. I just didn't I still have a course I haven't taken yet.
Yeah, those machines are really
$1,000. I have a lot of stuff that I buy that I don't do anything with. What you say?
They said those machines are really good for running models on, though. Like Apple's doing well. That's why people are buying all the Mac Minis.
Dorks run models. I got that MacBook so I could do video editing, aka content creation, and add cinematic features to my trailers or commercials.
The nerds used to fawn over models, and now they're fawning over models. ... which is funny because there's like, apparently I read some statistic on some site that some percentage of teenage boys now have a virtual or AI girlfriend. I'm like, oh God, really? This is not happening.
Believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
This was predicted way back when I was in like school, though. Like our teacher, or it was about the time that the book Love and Sex with Robots came out. And it was like, yeah, you're going to gain emotional attachments to these. And it's like, I remember my one of my professors was really into like artificial agents and stuff like that. And the like ethical ramifications of them. And when you think about like, well, I could never really, have any sort of like love or empathy or feelings towards a machine. And then you go, have you ever seen the movie WALL-E? And it's like, oh yeah, WALL-E's great. So, and when WALL-E almost dies, do you like get nervous or like cry, or do you laugh at what he is, or do you think he's a fun character? Because he's literally a machine in a box with like a chip attached to him. Like that's what it is. It's a thing. It's not a person. So, but we get emotional attachments to robots all the time. In like pop culture, C-3PO or R2-D2, BB-8 or whatever for Star Wars.
I mean, we get emotional attachments to material possessions.
Yeah. So it's not
how different
it's not. Yeah, and it's so once these become good enough where they can have a whole conversation with you, you can get emotionally attached to something that literally isn't real at all. Like it's just, yeah. So anyhow, the times they are a-changing.
You're gonna have a whole bunch of AI OnlyFans models in 10 years. That's real time, and they're going to outcompete the human OnlyFans models.
Yeah, that's already starting to happen. I think some people are. Are you running 20 models again?
Nope. I'm compiling. I was compiling my solution, and it decided. Yeah, that's another argument to just open up the MacBook.
Yeah, although
I didn't realize how bad. Dude, I didn't realize the order of magnitude release mode is compared to debug mode when running an app on your phone.
Oh, like just how fast it is?
The wait time is like page navigation on the app that I'm building. Like for some pages, it could take, I swear to God, it could take like maybe 10 seconds. Yesterday was my first time compiling the app in release mode. Page navigation at most took 1 second. It was that sick. So
yeah, that makes sense. At least when you're designing it that you're going to have the worst possible experience then, so that everything is potentially better. Although you have to test it all again with with being fast, because otherwise you're not going to know how it feels. Sometimes speeding things up isn't always better. You put loading states in places and they flash flicker for a second. You can flicker type thing.
So I think I'm gonna have to unbox my MacBook Pro M5 Max just so that I could run 2 emulators. I'll probably have. How's this work? I'll probably have. I think I could do this with one Visual Studio. Yeah. Okay. So two Visual.
You won't be able to run Visual Studio on it though.
Yeah, you can.
Remember?
Oh,
you can.
Yeah, you're right.
On Mac?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
You have to run VS Code and CS Sharp Dev Kit.
VS Code or Rider.
Rider, yeah.
Probably VS Code. And so have 2 sessions of VS Code. Hi, Gambler. Have 2 sessions of VS Code running, and then have an emulator, an Android emulator per session, and then have codecs basically run test cases so that the phones can talk to each other and perform or complete objectives. I think I'm gonna just have to open up my MacBook to do it, because I don't think this laptop, as beefy as it is going to be able to support it.
Yeah, and yeah, it's supposed to be the performance differences are supposed to be quite big, even though it's like you should like. We probably have very, very similar laptops.
I got 64 gigs of RAM. It's how do I pull up the specs for this?
I have 64 gigs on this.
I bought this laptop like 8 years ago.
It's like I got the i9 11950, the 2.6 gigahertz, 64 gigs of RAM.
I got the i7 2.7 gigahertz, which I still don't know what that means. But
you don't know what 2.7 gigahertz is? Like the clock rate?
My graphics card is 4 gigabytes. What's your graphics card?
16. So this one's beefier than yours, and I still have trouble running everything I need to run. So, but people who I work with who run Macs, they seem to they don't seem to have as much problems with things.
Because I remember when I bought this laptop, I paid like $2,000, and usually when I buy laptops, I spend like $600. But this laptop has lasted me. And then my MacBook laptop is $6,500.
Yeah, you're gonna jump into it, and you're gonna be like, "Holy crap! Why did I not switch sooner?" Although, did you see the Surface Ultra that's gonna come out then?
No one cares.
Well, it is kind of a big deal because it's not using x86 anymore, or it's not using Intel chips. It's using the RTX, like the N1 NVIDIA chip. And I think it's a combined CPU GPU or something like that.
I'm gonna get fired at my job. I keep talking back, and I keep getting more and more vocal.
I'm gonna get fired because I'm not doing shit. But I think, I don't know. It's like, so I definitely 100% must have hit burnout, like, because what you described to me the other day is exactly it. Like, for almost like weeks, I was limping along to the point where I just like I sat down. I can't do shit. But I had a minor freak out last night, and I think maybe I. Hoping something flipped in my brain chemistry to maybe put me back on track, because it's just like, I don't know, I've been having a rough time with it. So, but there's only so much patience that a place can have with you before you just, I don't know. But to be honest, if I had just taken a vacation for 2-3 weeks, which people do, it wouldn't have been much different. You still wouldn't have gotten anything done. Maybe I should have just done that. But I don't know. The times they are changing.
I applied to a new job, but I didn't feel like enhancing my resume.
Enhance. Well, What kind of job? Same kind of job?
Nope.
Or on the infrastructure side or bounty hunter?
No, I was going to demote myself to a .NET Maui position.
That's a demotion?
From doing Azure? Dude, I do a lot of stuff in Azure, man. Like, I had to work last night to do a release. I do a lot of stuff in Azure. Like, I know more about APIM than probably, well, most people don't know about APIM or Azure API Management Service. I know a lot about Azure, man. I mean, obviously I'm certified, but even after my certification with my job, I learned a lot because they're all security, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you do mobile development from like Azure solutions, where like you have a whole bunch of Azure functions, Azure API management, Azure storage accounts, Azure Service Bus, App Insights, like that stuff I do every day. Just those 4 or 5 resources I work with every day. I wish I could be an SDET, man.
A what?
An SDET, software development engineering test.
Oh,
Yeah. I would get off on that, man, because then I could actually like, I don't know, do things a more modern way. I don't know, automate things. so there's not meeting after meeting about why something broke based on manual data entry. So
and it's just the fact that they get paid less. That sucks.
Yeah, go figure. You have software development and software testing. Yeah, both skill sets, but you get paid less than a software developer. Like, yeah, we're going to start burning crosses at the Microsoft and Amazon campus.
Well, I don't know why we burned crosses.
Burning crosses, man.
What's that song goes? Oh yeah,
What?
no, it's you don't do what you tell, or what is it? They talk about burning crosses. Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah.
I won't do what you tell me. Some of those or something, blah blah blah, burn crosses. I don't remember how it goes. I need to jog my memory.
You think this is going to get me out of my funk? I doubt it.
Killing in the name of the trip that you're thinking of going on.
Yeah, I think it's going to open my eyes, though. I'm going to be surrounded by aliens.
Yeah, might. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Maybe you'll meet the one.
Yeah, I hope he treats me well.
Well, you treat him well.
You know, keep it private. Keep it private.
Keep it on the DL.
Well, actually, I already said it. Vietnam. Vietnam, more. Let's keep the date private.
Then, when your son grows up, you could be like, back in Nam, I met this person.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a whole bunch of Vietnam War movies.
We Were Soldiers. It's the only one I could think of. What other Vietnam ones were there? Forrest Gump technically is a Vietnam one, right?
Is the We Were?
There's scenes.
No, what's that one that had all the big name actors? Take two. What's the one that had all the big name actors when they were just starting out? It came out like in '88 or '89. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I know what you're talking about. Did it have like? Gosh, did it have like?
it had like 3-4 like known actors when they had like young faces when they were like 18, 19.
I'm sure if okay, there's Apocalypse Now. Platoon, I think is what you're talking about.
Platoon, yeah.
Yeah. There's Full Metal Jacket, Apocalypse Now, Platoon, Deer Hunter, Good Morning Vietnam.
And I think I told you the story about Deer Hunter 3 times already.
No. I don't think so.
I did. So back home in Cleveland, I was working, and during our lunch break, one of my coworkers, he highly recommended this this movie called Deer Hunter. And Deer Hunter takes place in Cleveland. All right, you saw Deer Hunter, right?
No.
All right, so Deer Hunter takes place in Cleveland, in which like 3 best friends get drafted to the war. And so they leave Cleveland, they go to Vietnam, and they start diverging. You know, one goes crazy, but they go through a lot of. This is the proper way of using the term trauma. They go through a lot of trauma, right? Real trauma, like war, not this girly feminine crap. So, anyways, so
hey, don't invalidate my trauma.
Yeah, so like. So people know that I'm into like I'm entertained by violence or whatever, and so they recommended a movie. So I'm like, Deer Hunter, all right, bet. So I'll go home, and like over the weekend, I for whatever reason, I didn't put Deer Hunter. I thought it was for whatever reason. I watched a movie called Reindeer Games, thinking that was the movie that they recommended.
Oh yeah.
Does it sound familiar now or no?
Yeah, you did do this one. Yeah.
And I'm watching the movie. I'm like, I don't see the connection. Reindeer Games has like Ben Affleck playing like Santa Claus or something, and there's a shootout with Santa Claus. I'm like, why did he what does this have to do with Vietnam? It took me like a week before they told me, no, that wasn't the movie I told you.
What's your favorite war movie?
Saving Private Ryan is my first one.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan was really good.
The first like I would argue 30 minutes just I mean the intro is the cemetery, right? The old man at the cemetery who walks up to the grave and he bows to one knee and he starts breaking down crying. And then he lifts up his head, and then all of a sudden you see whatever beach. I forgot the name of the beach. And then people are Omaha Beach, and then people are on the ship. The waves are crashing. People are pulling off their helmets, throwing up, getting seasick. And they say, 1 minute, 30 seconds. And then they start lowering the door or whatever. And then all of a sudden, people's skulls start spreading out from bullets. Like that intro set the everything for the movie, man. And that movie was like 25 years ago, and you can't tell. Like, so that's my favorite movie, war movie. After that, I would say I like Black Hawk Down.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Black Hawk Down.
Yeah. But I also like Covenant. Have you seen the movie Covenant?
I don't think so.
That's the Afghanistan movie where this Afghan soldier saves the life of I think a Green Beret or somebody or a Delta Force, and then he gets kidnapped, and then the Delta Force goes above and beyond to rescue him because he can't sleep while he's at home. So he goes back out there to find him without permission from the military. It's a good movie. So, also like, are we just talking about war movies, or are we talking about narco movies as well?
Do you put them in the same category?
No, they're not in the same category. Well, kind of, because one, it's still government. So like for like the movies, is this which one had Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's not Savage. It's I like Savage.
Narco movie.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger, he led a DEA team, a DEA squad, Drug Enforcement Agency squad, but they were corrupt.
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it, but that one was good.
Sabotage?
Yes, that's the movie.
Is that when he's older? Was that post being a...
Sabotage was probably like maybe 10 years old, I would think. Full Metal Jacket was probably one of the most iconic movies, period. That dude that he died, I think 5 years ago, the drill instructor, he killed that role. Like, oh my God. I don't think he could play any other role after that. Like, I mean, he probably tried
I think
to.
he only ever played.
He probably tried to. He probably tried to, but it doesn't matter. He defined what a drill sergeant was in that movie. That movie was about him. It wasn't about the soldiers. Even if he only had
that was just the intro, though, wasn't it?
Doesn't matter. Even if that movie was only a third of the entire movie, that movie was his. He killed that movie. He was like, I mean, just everything he said. I'm not sure if that was written. I think those were his words. All the names he would call people, and then he made that person grab his neck while he's on his knees and just lean over and choke himself.
Arlie Ernie.
I thought
Vincent de Furio. I can't even pronounce his name.
He introduced the phrase. He introduced this phrase "skull" F-U-C-K. Like he said, "I'm going to rip the eyeballs out of your skull and F you or something like that." And skull F you. He killed that role, man. Can you imagine having that as a father? Like, oh my God. That dude would be a serial killer, sociopath.
Was that the movie, or because I get that in Apocalypse Now and stuff. Was that the one where they're like, oh, me so horny, me love you long time, when they do the scene with the prostitutes or whatever?
I'm not sure if that was Platoon. I thought that was Platoon. I don't know. No, it may have been Full Metal Jacket. I think it was Full Metal Jacket.
We love you long time. Yeah, I think it was.
So I think I'm going to take a flight to Da Nang. I think I'll probably be in Hanoi for maybe 3 days. Take a flight to Da Nang, maybe for like 4 days, and then maybe fly back. I don't know if I should go to 3 cities: Hanoi, Da Nang, and Saigon, aka Ho Chi Minh City. I don't know. I haven't booked any hotels. I just booked my flight and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. Never been. So
bring my camera. I'm gonna bring 2 lenses. My 35 millimeter prime 1.2. That'll be for nightlife, and then I'll bring my 24 to 70 millimeter, and that could capture landscapes and portraits. I'll leave my wildlife camera and my 14 to 24 millimeter camera at home. I'll bring my security backpack, which is a steel mesh backpack that is almost impossible to unzip unless you watch a tutorial on how to unzip it. And you can anchor it to things, and people just can't break into it. So I'll bring that with me.
How long are you going to be gone for?
11 days.
Okay. I'll ask you later when. off camera.
I'll type it.
Well, the times they are changing. Dun, 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 dun.
You see it?
Yeah. Of this month? Or another month? Well, never mind.
No, it's another month.
All right. Yeah, I figured. That's dumb questions. Try to keep things personal. All right. Killing in the name of.
I went to Grand Seiko last weekend. I was prepared to get a Tokyo Lion, the 2025 model. Thankfully, they didn't have it in stock.
Did you get something else? Or
no,
just decided not to?
Dude, I was prepared. Tokyo Lion. You just put in Tokyo Lion 2025.
Yeah, I got it.
Thankfully, they didn't have it, so I don't have to live with that regret of buying it and not thinking about my retirement.
Grand Seiko. Is it the SGLC 009? No.
Yes.
Okay. It's kind of tan.
The strap, yeah.
Yeah.
You see the price?
Yeah. It's a spendy watch, man.
Yeah, I was going to buy it, rock it, and then pass it down to my son.
That's not a bad idea. It has a battery?
No, it's no battery. It's fully automatic mechanical.
It's the 9R spring drive?
No. It's not a spring drive. It's not a spring drive. It's a
I clicked the wrong one.
It's a tenograph.
10
beats per second.
It's got a 20 bar water resistance, 4800 magnetic resistance. It's got allergy safe metal, high intensity titanium clasp, 60 joules. Where are the joules? Let's see the joules. Where do they put the joules on this thing?
You're not into watches, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I thought about getting that. I mean, the dude. I felt guilty because I wasted his time, but I knew what I wanted to look at and try on, and they didn't have it. And I mean, a casual watch, if the Grand Seiko Birch watch that has the very subtle light pink dial on it. If that was maybe $3,500, I'll cop that, but I'm not paying $8,000 for that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should get one for inheritance purposes too.
I think so. At least maybe it'll pay a quarter of the college expenses for my son.
Unless kids aren't,
as long as it's in their condition.
In watches.
Well, they can sell it and they could fund their first nice car or their or be a deposit down on their college.
Can you this is something I hadn't thought of. Can you do the Trump accounts thing technically?
What does that mean?
So like the Trump accounts that came out
No,
for
what are you
kids.
talking? What's that mean? I don't know what that
How do
is.
people not know? So like Trump put together this ability, and for some kids that are under like 2 or something like that, they're seeding it with $1,000. But it's basically like a kind of like a standard 401k type account
It's
that
awesome
kids
idea.
can get into. That kids can get into, or you can get your kids into, at a very young age. And so it's like you can, instead of having people give them gifts, you'd be like, yeah, just contribute to their whatever.
That's
I don't
that's
know.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what age if it's like you have to wait for retirement for it to come out or what.
But they should only be allowed to take it out for some type of education, whether it's trade school or college,
Well, those
or
are
or a home. I think those should be the only reasons.
that's I think what the 529 plans are for.
Else just let it keep accumulating until they finally decide to get a home. Or healthcare expenses.
Yeah, those are the 529 plans. So, which we've got some for our kids. It's like you can withdraw for it's basically like a college savings plan type thing.
Yeah, I thought my kid was.
I think if you don't go to school, you can I think you can use it for buying a home. Not used for college. You can transfer it to another family, use it for trade school, roll it to a Roth IRA, or withdraw for any purpose, which incurs a 10 interest on investment earnings. So change the beneficiary. I thought you could use it for your house too, but
how's your project going?
I have no projects, man. I'm worthless.
I want to get this mobile app done, and it's like, here's the thing about AI. It gets it gets you 85% there, but then you believe that you can nudge it to do the rest of the 15%, and it just has diminishing returns, man. Like, I don't want to roll up my sleeves and just take over and just relieve AI of its duty. I want to help it get the remaining 15%, but it is so significant when it comes to diminishing returns with the time invested. That remaining 15% will take another 185% to get done. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And I've run through this too. It's like, but the thing is, there's a psychological thing. So you go from manually doing everything to having AI do everything, and you just don't want to go back to doing it manually after that. Like, you're just like, I could do this, but it's easier to just keep asking the prompt to do it, and I don't want to.
I have 2,200 automated tests. Like, and then I write prompts for it to qualify the tests, and it finds like 50 tests that are not authentic tests. And it kind of lies to you.
Yeah, that's why I think I think to be effective, you have to get into more harness engineering. You have to I think you have to build the tools around your process and not use generic agents anymore. But it's easier to use generic agents, so that's what we do. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely I think it's causing my brain some headaches. I think what sucks about agentic programming the most is the wait between prompts. Like, before, you could just have this continuous flow time, and you're just flowing and you're writing code and you're thinking about problems and how it should be structured, and you're developing and your mind's working. And now it's like you write a prompt and you're like, all right, do I do some work in parallel and context switch? Do I wait and focus on this at a time?
You
do
said
I look at my phone and just do nothing?
Yeah, but is that really agentic, or is that just prompting?
Well, you're using agents, so it's agentic. Like prompting
is that really the definition of agentic software engineering? I always thought agentic was you have agents that respond to events or that run periodically. I didn't think agents was you type in a prompt, execute it, and that makes it agentic. I don't think that's true.
I think agentic is just you're using agents.
An agent is a program.
That have agency. Yeah, they have agency, or it has agency. The program has agency.
Well, we can
make
Google
files. It can do stuff. Yeah.
What does agentic engineering mean?
Some of those who burn crosses.
Agentic engineering is software discipline centered on orchestrating, managing, and supervising autonomous AI agents to execute complex, multi-step workflows, coined to describe a shift away from informal vibe coding, where a developer loosely throws natural language at LLM and hopes for the best. Agentic engineering treats AI agents as production-grade components that require deliberate system architecture, rigorous testing, and continuous human oversight. In this paradigm, a human's primary role shifts from writing raw code line by line to acting as a director who defines goals, enforces guardrails, and validates automated outputs. Core mechanics of agentic engineering. Unlike basic prompt engineering, which I think is what you described, it relies on a single input to output loop, whereas agentic engineering constructs a perception-action loop that operates autonomously over an extended timeline. These systems are designed around 5 foundational pillars: goal-oriented planning, tool and API orchestration, memory and context graphing, reflection loops, human in the loop governance. All right, so I was right, you were wrong.
No, I don't think I'm wrong. I think if you're using Codex, you're doing agentic. Like
no, you're doing prompt engineering if all you're doing is typing in a prompt and then
prompt engineering is like optimizing your prompt. But if you're doing like
you're vibe coding
sub agents, and
you're vibe coding, right? If you type in a prompt, hit enter, and you go to the kitchen to make you a cup of coffee, you're vibe coding. Agentic engineering is when you literally put together or establish periodic agents that run on time intervals, or you configure agents that respond to events, such as code reviews or anything that responds to events. That's agentic. Else you're just vibe coding, and the internet's on my side.
I
and
think that's right.
Your understanding is the same understanding as my job. They think that you just write prompts, but they keep calling it agentic like workflows, and it's not. Gambler, you need to opt in. Tell Sean that I'm right.
So I asked this to ChatGPT: if you use Codex, is it agentic programming? Yes, generally speaking, Codex is agentic programming. There's levels to it. So there's autocomplete, chat coding, guided coding, agentic coding, explores the code base, write codes, run tests, fixes failures, creates PRs. So this says you're probably more on autonomous engineering, maybe. But yeah, so agentic coding is the AI explores the code base, which Codex does that. So yeah.
Well, my search says something different. It says centered on orchestrating, managing and supervising autonomous AI agents to execute complex multi-step workflows.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Like when you tell Codex, like explore my code base and come up with this and then do this, like it's doing multi-step workflows. I think the difference is like when you're just like make me this and it makes it exactly as you tell it versus like this is my goal and I'm trying to do this and here's like many steps I want you to follow.
We could agree to disagree, but how is vibe coding any different than what you just said?
That's a good question. I'll ask the vibe coding thing. How does agentic differ from vibe coding? I think they might be two different things, but the goal is speed and momentum. Vibe coding is describe what you want, accept a lot of AI generated code, read less than you would traditionally would, optimize for does it work rather than do I understand everything. Whereas agentic, it's delegation of the engineering work. So you give an agent a goal, access to tools, constraints, the agent does the work. You're just like a tech lead. Vibe coding is vibe coding is about how much you understand. Agentic is more about the autonomy the AI has to do work. So,
yeah. So for me, again, I don't have to be right, but I have on Codex, I have like automation running. So every 35 minutes, every 40 minutes, I have agents that kick off. One agent's responsible for looking for pending branches or work trees, and it resolves those pending branches or work trees and merges them onto the master branch. I have another agent that scours the code base and looks for opportunities to make illegal states unrepresentable. And it goes ahead and handles that. I have another agent that looks for code clones throughout the code base, and it refactors that so that it reduces the code clones. To me, that's agentic when you have scheduled agents that kick off on periodic intervals.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's more automated. I don't know. But anyways, I need to do a bio run, so I might have to cut her short here.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, anyways.
All right. Well, enjoy your weekend.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's
we'll
fine.
Talk to you next week.
Sounds like it's serious. See you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.